So I see that one of the most popular videos that we do is on the Ultimate Connection with God by Rabbi Yosef Chaim MIMRAN. Rabbi MIMRAN's a man been all over the world and travels constantly, really usually raising funds for his different projects. Right now he's the CEO of Oasis Retreat in Jerusalem, which really deals with wayward kids who have problems from all over the world. So that's what he's doing right now. But in the meantime, in his spare time, he writes. So this is something really fantastic. We're going to talk about a basic fundamental idea in Kabbalah. This may be the ultimate idea in Kabbalah. This is Yichud 2. He's talking about Yichud here. What is Yichud? Yichud is the uniting of the name Yud Kei Vav Kei, which we say is Havayah, which represents, I call it the male force, and the name Adnut, or Adni, which we pronounce Havayah, but actually we could pronounce it that way because they are combined, so that the Havayah is inside of the Adnut. At any rate, that's a Kabbalah of that. We have a Sefer we're going to quote from. It's called Tzafnas Paneach. This is what Paro referred to. He called Yosef HaTzadik Tzafnas Paneach. Tzafon Tzafon means hidden. So he's an hidden interpreter. That's what I think that, I don't know, it means young. I'm not sure. It's in Rashi, I just forget. The intellect, he writes like this, which is in the soul of a man, has the power to conceptualize, but in truth it cannot do this unless it is attached to the mind of the Creator, since it is that which brings it out from its potential to its actuality. Now once it ponders on the Creator, it will understand things in their correct form, and then he will become similar to the angels and know himself in the true way. Now to me, this idea is about panemius. It's about getting as close as one possibly can get to the light of God. Now, let's see what he says like this. The Kabbalistic meditation unifies the Holy One, blessed be He, with His divine presence. Now, we see this in Hebrew. Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad. It's like the combination of physicality and pure spirituality. The Hebrew word for the divine presence is Shechina, which literally means that which dwells. The Shechina is a very important concept in Judaism in general. When God allows His Shechina to rest in a certain place or situation, it is as if He were giving us a hand with which to receive the experience of the divine. Now, let me read this again. God allows His Shechina to rest in a certain place or situation. It could be on you while you're learning. It could be on any situation. This experience is as if He were giving us a hand with which to receive the experience of the divine, because He's reaching down to us. That's what the Shechina does. The Shechina is always looking at us. Question is, do we look at the Shechina? This is represented by the last hay of the Tetragrammaton, that Yud Kei Vav Kei, that last hay. Now, this is a section, and just let me point this out here as we're getting a little deeper into this book, How to Connect Jewish Meditation Techniques. Now he writes like this. It's a very simple, these phrases, these paragraphs, it's not big. Here again, the Kabbalists teach that the Shechina represents the same level of the divine as this final hay. Well, what does this mean? Therefore, when this meditation speaks of uniting the Holy One, blessed be He, and His Shechina, it is speaking of uniting the levels of the Vav and the hay. Now understand that this is a part of the concept, is that how in the world do you explain God as 4 letters? And 2 of them are duplicates. And so that is a major part of the Kabbalah, is to be able to see this. Is the arm reaching out to us and the hand that God gives us so that we may receive and we will receive. Indeed, some versions of this meditation state explicitly that the Vav and the He are being united. Observing a commandment allows us to unite with the male and the female aspects of God's presence in the world. So understand that everything is male and female. And it goes back and forth. What women do in our world, so the houses that they keep, the families that they raise, and so on and so forth. But all of that has a male aspect too. And the same thing with the man going out there and trying to make a living. There's a female aspect in that. Now the uniting of all of these different forms, male, female, male, male, female, male, bringing all of that together. So he says, observing a commandment allows us to unite the male and female aspects of God's presence in the world. Now, before we could take it from him, though, we must have a vessel with which to hold it, a hand, with which to receive the way to receive. So we have to have a vessel. We have to become the vessel. The way we do this is by making ourselves receptacles for the divine. God gives us the hand with which to receive the divine, but we must bring it together with the outstretched arm. We need to reach for it. The goal of the commandments is to unite the Vav and the He. When we say the above meditation, we should bear in mind that we are receptacles for the divine. Try to feel the great hollow inside yourself that can be filled only by God's essence, and more than anything in the world, yearn that this hollow be filled. Now, we talked about the meditation. We know that the goal of the meditation is to take the spirit of the male and the spirit of the female and combine them. Now, when it's done properly, it can produce great people.